Joe Manchin is at it again, guys. He is coming out and basically saying that he opposes the $15 minimum wage. And that might mean that the $15 minimum wage cannot be included in the upcoming coronavirus relief package that's being passed by Biden and in the Senate and in the House. I want to read you some reporting on this about why Manchin's opposition to the $15 minimum wage is so crucial here. It says, Joe Manchin said Tuesday that he does not support increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour, a critical roadblock to including the proposal in the final coronavirus relief bill. No, I'm not. I'm supportive of basically having something that's responsible and reasonable, Manchin told The Hill, asked if he's supportive of a $15 minimum wage. Manchin added that for West Virginia, that would be $11 per hour and adjusted to inflation. Manchin's opposition underscores the headaches awaiting Democrats as they try to craft a final coronavirus relief bill. Democrats are poised to pass a budget resolution this week that allows them to pass a subsequent coronavirus relief bill with only a majority, bypassing the 60-vote legislative filibuster. And so basically, the House is going to pass something, the Senate as well, essentially matching what Biden's package is. If there's any slight differences, they'll be ironed out. It'll go to Biden's desk. He'll sign it. The problem is the Senate requires 60 votes usually to pass any legislation. It's BS. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. So if you go through a process called reconciliation, however, you can get a bill down to only require 50% plus the vice presidential tiebreaker to pass, aka 50 Democrats plus Kamala Harris as the VP. And Manchin says he supports that, but not if there are certain things in the bill. So Manchin is basically saying if the coronavirus relief package, the COVID relief package, is something I can support, I support setting aside the filibuster in this rare circumstance to get the package done, and you'll get my vote. And if they get Manchin and they get Sinema and the other moderate Democrats, they don't need a single Republican. Maybe they'll get one, but they don't even need one. But what's being noted here, and this is from some other reporting, it says, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki won't say if Biden will insist a $15 minimum wage be included in the upcoming reconciliation bill. Joe Manchin, the pivotal Democratic Senate vote, said today he doesn't support it. Unless they convince him to change his mind, it ain't happening. And so you can see what's happening here. This isn't just, one vote. This is, we need to pass this giant relief package, and the $15 minimum wage should be a part of it because increasing the wages of the working class is essential to rebuilding, and in some cases, building for the first place, a just and buoyant economy. And so in essence, you need to have that wage done. You need to have that in there. But Joe Biden can't get that done if Manchin says, I'm out, no reconciliation, meaning you need to immediately get to 60 votes. You need to get to 60. And there's no way you're going to get Manchin plus 10 Republicans. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen ever. Ever, ever, ever. And so Biden is in a position now where Manchin is holding the minimum wage hostage. And I think this is a crucial test for Biden because I'm not going to let Biden off the hook here. I understand that he's got Joe Manchin giving him headaches here. He has this package, it's got enough votes or it's close to it, and he's got one right-wing Democrat sort of gumming up the works. I get it. I really do. But Joe Biden is president. He ran on this. The Democratic Party ran on this. This was a key part of the party platform. This was not some new thing he brought up after he won. He has a mandate to do this. He really does. Biden's campaign wasn't all that policy heavy, but he has a mandate for a $15 minimum wage. And so he needs to put weight on Joe Biden. When Jen Psaki says, I don't know if he's going to insist on the $15 minimum wage being included, maybe he should. Maybe he should say, using the power of the bully pulpit of the presidency and calling out Joe Manchin, talking with workers from West Virginia, maybe doing interviews with working class people from West Virginia to let it be known that the people in one of the hardest hit states in the country deserve a decent, humane wage. And $11 isn't enough. And if Biden doesn't do any of that, then it doesn't give me confidence, and it shouldn't give you confidence, that he's really making the $15 minimum wage a priority. Because now's the time to pass it. You got to move quickly and boldly in your first few weeks and months as president, especially because you don't know if you're going to have the House and Senate by 2022. And 2022 for elections, guys, like, those elections are going to start like in less than a year. American politics moves very quickly. And so the president needs to move quickly. He needs to haul Manchin in and basically tear him a new one and say to him, this is the priority. Look, the minimum wage is already going up too slowly. It's already going too slow. I've covered it. It's already absurd that people have to wait a half decade more for something that they deserved and needed 10 years ago. And yeah, maybe there's a point that the minimum wage should be higher in places like New York than West Virginia. But when I hear that, what I think is it should be 15 in West Virginia and 25 in New York City, or 20 in New York City. Joe Manchin is basically saying that the people that gave me their vote and their faith to represent them in the Senate, they deserve poverty. They deserve the indignity of being given less wages for often doing the same work. And I know a lot of working class people in West Virginia, they work extremely hard. They work very, very hard for not a lot of money. And they deserve a $15 minimum wage. So here's the test. And again, I'm not putting this all on Biden because Biden can't tell Joe Manchin what to do at the very end of the day. But if he doesn't pull all the stops out to fight this right-wing ghoul that happens to wear a blue D on his shirt, he never believed in the minimum wage in the first place. This is one of those crucial tests, and we'll see if Joe Biden passes it.